News alert now. It will be an emotional morning. One of the men involved in the murder of U.S. Border Patrol agent Brian Terry, learning his fate, Terry's death revealing that botched operation known as Fast and Furious. That's where we begin today. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm Bill Hemmer. Welcome back here to America's Newsroom. How you doing, Martha?
I'm doing okay. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everybody. I'm Martha McCallum. So all of this started just over 3 years ago. It was December of 2010 when Brian Terry was killed in a gun battle with Mexican narco-terrorists. And at the scene, investigators found weapons that then started this whole story. They were linked to the controversial program that became known as Fast and Furious.
William Jeunesse has been on the story from the very beginning. Live today at the Federal Courthouse, Tucson, Arizona. William.
Well, Bill, as you know, this represents just one chapter in what became a national scandal. Well, today, for the first time, one of Brian Terry's killers will face his justice, and the family, for the first time, will confront him in court.
I find myself mourning not only the loss of my son, but the what-ifs and the never-will-bes. I will never see his handsome face again or hear the words, "I love you, Mom."
Josephine Terry will say those words at the sentencing of Manuel Osorio Arianes, the Mexican man who pled guilty to felony murder in Border Patrol agent Brian Terry's death.
You know what? I need to speak. They need to know who they took from us. And not just us, but all his brothers in law enforcement.
Going to let him know that you're not taking any more of my life from me.
3 years after his murder along the Arizona-Mexican border, the Terry family made the long trek Sunday into the desert where Brian died. A monument marks the spot of the deadly firefight with members of the Sinaloa cartel. Arianes is one of 3 in custody. 2 others remain at large.
We are looking for accountability within the Department of Justice to understand who implemented this program and why.
The weapons used in Terry's assault belong to Fast and Furious, a U.S. government operation that put some 2,000 guns in the hands of criminals, knowing many innocent, like Brian Terry, could die.
I was a proud mom of 4 children, and now I have one that's gone, but he'll always have a place in my heart, and he'll always be my hero.
Now, the family is still suing the federal government for essentially running guns that killed Brian, as well as the gun store. The gun store is also suing the federal government for lying about interdicting the guns. And finally, Bill, the House is continuing to pursue its contempt case against Attorney General Eric Holder for withholding documents, which they say will show a cover-up. Back to you.
William, thank you. We're going to be watching that from here, Tucson, Arizona. Martha has more on this.